And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the IGE Contenders Valorant Tournament powered by Logitech G. And we're back today with another session of Valorant action as we have a couple of matches in store for you. It's going to be me, either taking you through the games, and my friend Aggressive is just not here yet, but he will join hopefully between the games. So let's not wait on him any sooner. We're going to be going into our first game very soon. And it is going to be EXCEELI Esports taking on DEAD3YE Esports. So yeah, it's a sort of battle between the Davids and the Goliaths of the Bangladeshi Valorant esports scene. Obviously, EXCEELI Esports need no introduction. They have been the big boys, the OGs, since the start of the competitive scene. Some of these players have been shining individually, and once they got in the same team together, they have been a force to be reckoned with. And yeah, they're around right now. They're reigning champions of the entirety of this continent and of this of this region, and they will be taking on the side of DEAD3YE Esports, whom I believe is sort of a, what am I gonna say, sort of a up and coming team that have been really grinding on that Valorant in the Valorant scene. They've really been working hard. They've really been figuring out the nooks and crannies, and now they're in a very respectable state. And it's gonna be really really important for them to sort of step up their game, especially since they're playing against a team like EXCEELI. I believe they definitely have what it takes, but that's definitely not the only thing that can get them across the finish line today, at least. So, again, all the hard work, all the preparations that they've gone through needs to be on display today, as we're going to be going into the map of Haven, the side of EXCEELI. We can see the agent selections coming in, and both sides going for a pretty consistent lineup. We do have the double initiator from both ends. EXCEELI will be going for the Breach and Sova. Meanwhile, we are going to see the Astra coming in as well, locking it in with the Killjoy and the Jet. So a pretty decent agent composition. Meanwhile, the same thing pretty much from the other end, except we are going to see deleted heading in with the Omen instead of the Astra. Again, both controllers do have utility. Both controllers can assist their their teammates, again, in different ways. Astra has the gravitational well, she has the stun, all that stuff, but meanwhile the Omen will be siding in with only the flash. Other than that, he can take some space with his TPs, but again, it's all gonna come down to who is the most proactive, who can find the most success being proactive, as we are gonna see the game starting off. What for real is gonna be holding on this E side, which will be under the siege of EXCEELI. But slowly but steadily, EXCEELI, they are gonna keep their options open. We have seen even split, and they are gonna be trying to find their way. We're trying to create an opening, not really just rushing in towards any end, as we are gonna see the first try going down. No, not yet. They will be following back. Hermione not taking any fights anytime soon, but Zolo will be taking on the first fight on Fake Red. The trades are gonna come in though. Error falls, but another one from VR Red. Deleted to push up ahead and take care of Zolo. Rosa as well, falling in the hands of Faisal. And it's all gonna come down to the two players, Hermione and Kyojin. Kyojin will go for the spike plant in C side. No, he's actually gonna try and fake it out.
Spike planted.
But they are very isolated.
Last
he's the
player
only one
standing.
inside. And Deleted just walks in with a flash. Triple kill for his end, and he's gonna try and stick the defuse. Hermione though in a 1v3 trying to get these frags, but the ghost not connecting. He just misses the shots. Just find Deleted in the end. But when he's done with the defusal, about for real to finish things off on Hermione. Very close pistol round, but the side of DEAD3YE looking to play those trades beautifully, looking to get the man count, keep the man count in the team favor in the for the entirety of the game. So that is something very respectable. That is something very hard to do. So far, so good. With the 1-0 scoreline coming in, they do look like the more confident team. With the solid boost coming up in their end. It's gonna be EXCEELI with the weapons disadvantage, and it looks like they are gonna be trying to go for a faster approach on these eco rounds, looking to push this garage to C area. No one really outside window. We are gonna see Breach trying to slow down this push. They have gathered outside B main as well. Looks like they're still trying to keep their options open. But they are gonna force themselves inside
Spike
garage.
down mid.
Julie gets one. When any trades happen, we will see one by Hermione taking care of the player. And that does allow them to go for one Spectre.
No
Oh,
charges left.
we are rich.
One enemy remaining.
But Rosa is there to do some damage. Final player alive. He gets one more and a third. But how about for real? Finally taking care of them. That is still gonna be a pretty expensive round for either side. DEAD3YE losing out on 3 players. EXCEELI not really able to get in to the side or get the spike down.
Recalling my bot.
And that will cause them. But right now the buy rounds are gonna come in, so that's where the game really begins. But if you are looking to get your game started, you can check out the promo code given on the screen right now. Use it at StarTech Online when you're buying Logitech G product. You will get 500 taka off. That is gonna be a pretty exciting offer to come up with. Make sure to check out the survey as well. By doing the survey, you will be able to win out on some really cool Logitech gear. And again, you can refer your friends to that. If your friends do mention you, mention your email as well in the survey, your chances for getting these products increase by tenfold. So yeah, I mean, again, free products for Logitech, definitely something you should not pass up. But yeah, back into the game. 2-0 looks like a pause has come in. Not sure from whose end, but definitely a much needed pause for the side of EXCEELI, because now they will be having the buy rounds coming in. Looks like it's gonna be a disconnected player, possibly for DEAD3YE, but let's see. But as we are talking, as we are gonna be talking, we are red. Hopefully, he gets reconnected soon. But yeah, EXCEELI, they do need that the buy round to find its impact. They've already lost a couple of rounds. On paper, this should go on their favor, no questions asked. But never counting out the side of DEAD3YE anytime soon. They have found impact in a bunch of these rounds where they should not have found any at all. And again, even getting like 2 to 3 frags is more than enough for them. EXCEELI, they have the advantage just where they should not really make this an expensive round. They should not really have any trouble with this. So again, having them seeing them have so much trouble would be something surprising, as we are going to see an A-side stack coming in. Again, I must say, we definitely are to see the Breach and Sova facilitate the jet as much as possible. Rosa will be taking the fight all himself. Oh, here comes Fake Red though with the Breach. He's going to be using that shorty to full extent and losing a lot of utility. Faisal is well coming in. Good support from their end. Emperor on the trade though. Finds an opening into the B side. There's going to be 3 players gathering in C. They're still trying to find these impacts. They're still fighting this, and Faisal through the smoke. Sova, man, and Hart takes care of the players, and the spikes in the ground. Emperor has to fall back. He's got a support, and look at EXCEELI. This is already a blunder. Losing out on 3 players. Looking to make this a 3-0 on the buy round. Kyojin
I have the
is able
spike.
to take down Faisal. 3v2 situation. No weapons have been picked up though by DEAD3YE. The flash is good. The Kyojin dodges it well. Paired of support. The Jet is taking a very aggressive fight there.
One enemy remaining.
Trying to hold the angle again, but
seconds
Emperor.
left.
Triple kill from his end. All on top of for real. Again, EXCEELI turn it around and they're going B. They should know this player is an A. Now what for real does go for a little aggressive pick. Oh, he's on the flank. He's trying to go in behind them and take them out.
10
Only 10
seconds left.
seconds remaining. The spike's gotta go down quick. Can they get it down? They will be able to with just a second to spare. But on the flank is about for real. And I don't think they're gonna read this. Oh, you might have just heard him. They're both gonna play in cubby. Here comes Kyojin, spots out the player, and the peek comes in from out for real to take him down. Very good round from both sides actually. DEAD3YE able to take down 3 players with low weapons. Sheriff found the most impact there from Faisal. Really nice to see the utility so clean for Deadeye. And the utility actually, for now, it's a little bit self-centered. No one has really helped each other out to that extent. But again, the gun rounds are coming up, so I'm really hoping to see that synergy pop up, pop on better in a more clean way, as the gun rounds are going to be activated. EXCEELI as well, playing those clutch scenarios, playing that 2v3 so cleanly. Emperor, he wasn't a lurking role, but the way he rotated, the way he switched up and touch assist his teammates, is something really admirable. Something I really wish a lot of other, up and coming teams did, because they're so strong mechanically, they're strong, so strong individually, the utility is so good, but they just don't have the synergy that some of these teams have. Setup from the Killjoy coming in. Hazel again with the Sova. Pipeline's going down. Recon will spot out a bunch of players, but no impact really found as Hermione takes care of Hazel. Emperor again all the way outside the window. He might go for a lurk as the spike plant has gone down. Post plant begins. It's a 4v5 disadvantage for Deadeye. Trying to go for a retake. Shock darts come in, and this looks like a decent setup from the side of EXCEELI. They've got a lot of utility to slow down this push. The fake red from heaven is trying to make it equal. The trades do come in. Now for and we are go big as they're gonna take down a couple of players. Spare does trade.
One enemy remaining.
Time's running out.
Last
Solo
player
clean as ever,
standing.
but the trade from BR Red is there. Emperor trying to play off the utility, but time is taken away. No more left. Red is unable to get the defusal. He's gotta give it to the side of EXCEELI. And he's gonna fall himself. That's actually a pretty big round economy wise. EXCEELI won't be disappointed at all. They win out the round, they lose players, but they should have money to go for buys. Same cannot be said for Deadeye, I believe. That economy should be crumbling. That should be in a very, very bad state. Yeah, they are gonna be on half buys. And the only rifle from their end is going to be from BR Red. I'm not even sure he should go for it. Couple of the Blade Storm. No real ultimates in use for them to really balance out this situation. That retake was very clean, but again, not great team synergy, as we are going to see BR Red going for a very aggressive peek. Hermione punishes him.
Out of charges.
And Zolo as well. They're all finding the picks. They're all finding the impact. Oh, nice shot from Alpha Real though. The Breach Util is gonna come in and he will be under a lot of pressure. Four players outside. Better. Nice sweep. Taking him out, sorry. On their left side. That's Faisal. He's trying to find a pick into
Spike planted
as well. They're all just holding the angles, trying to see if anyone from EXCEELI over aggresses. But nothing from their end just yet.
Last player standing.
Bot spots out Faisal and he's gonna be taking down Fake Red. Only with a shorty to play. Sorry, a Bucky, not that.
Easy.
Oh, gets one.
My ult's ready.
Gets a couple. Interesting. But not enough. Kyojin takes him down. A couple of frags will go down from the end of EXCEELI. That will affect them a little bit on the economy, but overall not a bad round from Deadeye as well. Now they do have ultimates to play with. Now they do have something to actually synergize upon. Play upon that utility, play that retake a little bit more cleanly. Even those setups, those aggressive peaks that they're doing, those can be played as so much more refined. Those can be played with such ease and utility. Actually seeing that from the end of Deadeye just yet. But I still feel like given them enough time, they should be able to do that. Operating coming in from BR Red and connects on to Rosa. And then now I believe EXCEELI, they might just back off of this site. Might avoid those long angles. Emperor discovered outside garage.
You want to fight it?
Off your feet!
Fake Red, great frag. The breach ultimate gonna be used up. Counter breach ultimate, but Zolo close range not affected. Over those spots out Zolo, and the op shot comes in, deleted as well, taking care of the lurker. All onto Kyojin. Good round from Deadeye. They do commit that breach ultimate though, in a state of panic. Fake Red will be using that up. And deleted a little bit on the panicky end. Kyojin will fall 3-3. Deadeye standing toe to toe with the big man. They will recover the economy. That will help them out quite an extent. They will be able to get buys themselves. That actually pushes EXCEELI to equal. Very, very successful on their end. Hopefully, we won't see any crazy plays from the side of Rosa, as he does have the Blade Storms on. I don't know if I can take it honestly right now. I'm very tired. That could be enough to hype me up. Let's be honest.
Get out of my way!
I am gonna be talking. I have been talking a little bit down. I've been feeling a little bit tired, but Rosa on the Blade Storm activated, pushing up Garage. No real utility there, surprisingly. Inside Deadeye. Looks like he might be expecting this, but it doesn't work out. Hermione with the first frag onto Fakered. We all know how good he is with this weapon. Utility is still there from the Killjoy to slow down this push, but Kyojin getting the spike plan down. 4v5, no Hunter's Fury committed, no Jet Ultimate committed just yet. The operator still in play. They're trying to go for the retake. Red. Ooh, the spam connects a little bit onto Rosa. Oh, he's gonna be dwindling down on the HP. More, his armor is basically gone. Hunter's Fury used up. And Zolo gets a frag on that one for real. Nothing for the Hunter's Fury except some damage. Deadeye do clap back as we see Faisal deleted with a couple air. Finding impact. And Kyojin as well with the Bulldog. 1v1. Operator in hand. Terror versus BR Red. Marshall versus Operator. The time's ticking away and BR Red knows there's nothing he can do. He's gonna fall back. He's gonna fall out to keep that Operator. EXCEELI should be happy with this. That was an eco round. It was a half buy, and they didn't really have much going for themselves.
But not nice enough to die in.
But Deadeye lose 4 players. Spike is gonna go down as well. Not a bad round at all. Extremely from their end. But yeah, I'm still looking to see on that synergy. That retake was... I saw a lot of frags going down. I couldn't really see if D3 were really pinpointing that utility to a great extent. Again, on the Operator, good on defense for Jet, but when you have to go for these retakes, not really ideal.
Here.
As the Jet can dash up to side and BR Red just gets a collateral, I think. With the one shot up. Thanks to Fake Red as well. Getting the impact. The drone from the Soul Boss. Spots a couple of players and Red again. Finds Rosa. Kyojin does trade, but here comes a shorty.
Try harder.
Completely blind. Great utility. There it is. There's the Breach and Jet combo that are really emphasized on Haven.
Show me where to go.
Not just Haven. Maps like Ascent. Maps like Split facilitate this combination so well. This Breach can be so useful for agents that can take the space. Yoros, even Raises can find so much impact, and Deadeye have been exploiting this. BR Red now all of a sudden seeming like such a menace. He was having a hard time finding the footing, but his teammates stood by him, supporting him, creating opportunities for him.
Here.
And look how that has ended up top fragging for the team. Still EXCEELI though, somehow making this a 4-4. Again, bit of an eco from there and trying to rush, trying to run it into the seaside. They are being given this luxury though. They are being given away. This site. Wait a second. Is Hermione disconnected? I think he is. He's gonna be positioned that the attacker spawn, as the spike will be not planted actually. That will be still on the hands of the players. As from outside of the site, EXCEELI. A lot of trouble, but Rosa with the flare. He's as clean as ever.
Caution here.
That's one. Solo as well, but I'll offer real with a trade. And Dr. Red. Sorry, BR Red. Oh, that was BR.
One enemy remaining.
Get that frag. Emperor gets one more. And Hermione reconnecting in the end. Not really working out. They commit the lockdown though. Interesting. They commit the Killjoy lockdown D3. That could have been a much more useful piece of utility in the future rounds, but yeah, it's a 5v4 it's a 4-5 scoreline, still in favoring of themselves. So I am seeing a bit of an improvement from those utilities. The Operator as well, finding a lot of impact.
Scanning ahead.
Hazel Trying to push out. It's a recon, spots out some players, but the operator now discovered EXCEELI. Do they decide to push this? Three players are rotating there. They will be looking at his angle. Shock darts connecting. Rosa will be brought down a notch. But EXCEELI there is relentless struggle. Again, Emperor on the lurk. Not really finding an impact just yet. He comes in, but punished by Hermione. 35 lockdown could be used here as Rosa gets one more. 2v5 situation. They have to respect Basil with a shock dart kill though. Takes down Rosa. Awad for real, he's gonna be pushed away and B main as well. Recon.
Spike planted.
Basil. Trying to find an impact. I don't think that Recon really connected. Zolo gets
Last
one more
player
onto
standing.
deleted. And Emperor long range wallbang. All of the Awad for real. It's a 1v4. He is gonna be stunned. No peek coming in just yet. Holding their patience, holding back. Out for real gets two though. Hermione with the operator. Denying entry into the side. It's gonna be a 5-5 scoreline, and EXCEELI Esports finally coming back alive into this. But again, they do lose a few players. Economy is not sustainable. It's gonna be important that they don't lose a bunch of these players. Again, D3, they are gonna be in a bit of a flimsy buy as well, just barely affording some of these rifles. And not really having some impactful utility. Not really having that potential for those ultimates to come alive. Rosa finding the frag onto Red again. Now Breach ultimate committed to this A side. They are going to be running it down, but Faisal, he's going to be unaffected by it. Dash from the Rosa comes in.
Spike down.
Faisal
A.
only gets one. Rosa does straight back, but he gets traded
Right
himself.
there.
And now this crossfire being held by the side of D3. The flash needed to come in there from Fake Red, but still Awad for real holds on. Both players for EXCEELI now in this A short, in this A sewers. Hermione's got the operator. Had a very punishing angle. Oh, does he go
Revealing
for the
area.
peak is the
There
question.
they are.
Recon comes in, spots him out, and Hermione with the op is so clean as ever. Oh, Fake out in long, spotted out. The stun
Last
comes
player
in. They
standing.
find one.
One
The trade
enemy
from Pereira is
remaining.
instant. He knows where the last player is. Jumping. The spike is being held, but Fake Red is able to take care of him. 6-5 is the scoreline. Nice 1v1 play from both players,
Last
honestly.
round in the half.
Emperor gets
I
that
need a
first
drop.
strike, trading his teammate out instantly. And he was aware of where the final player was, but Fake Red. So good on the utilities. Both individually and with his team as well. Really clean stuff. This match is way too close to call it, man. But considering the economy, man, considering how the money's working out, it
Get out of my
actually
way.
shows how close this is. No team had a comfortable buy. Beer Red again popping off with the operator early in the round. That early support is so crucial for Deadeye. That utility is working out on and on again. Faisal
Spike
again on
down
Zolo.
A.
Not really having a good day. He's gonna be holding this
Last
angle.
player standing.
Oh, Awad for real
Flawless.
gets one more, and Fake Red 7-5 half on EXCEELI. D3
Switching
are
sides.
feeling the momentum now and they're attacking up. I really
Come
want
on.
to see that utility shine. I really want to see this jet and breach setup. They have such good synergy.
Here.
Utility from their team is so good. They're individually so strong.
Right there.
Now as the pistol round comes in, this is going to be so crucial for either an EXCEELI. They need to initiate that comeback, and this is the pistol round where they have to. Winning this will allow them, will on paper confirm that they can make this 7-7 with the buy round coming up after it. And Deadeye winning this, winning the next one with the buy weapons should confirm their whatchamacallit, should confirm the lead. Yeah, a lot of utility from EXCEELI on this early A main, and I think D3 are trying to break this out. Or this breach stun could catch a couple of these players. They should expect a Pushed up position though. Hermione supports Rosa, but fake red with a follow-up. What are they gonna do now? That does shift the map entirely for EXCEELI. Hermione spots out these players. Gonna fall back, 70 HP. What are D3 gonna do though? Is my question. The spike is never outside A. They're outside C. They pull out a fake. There's Killjoy util all around though, so that should give Kyojin enough information to know that this is gonna be a full-on hit. And again, as we are gonna see the A main silence out. Realizes this could be a C hit. He's gonna be coming in to join his teammate on the side. Flashes come in.
30
The
seconds
is
left.
there. Dash from the Jet is there, and it's gonna find an impact frag onto Perrer. Still another player inside though. Kyojin not taken care of. Zolo gets one, but the trade is instant. 3v4, 3v2 situation. Hermione and Zolo the
Spike
initiators.
planted.
Still inside, still trying to get these wall bangs. They know they're
One
there's a
enemy
player isolated
remaining.
inside, and they get a
One
couple of
enemy
frags soon.
remaining.
In a matter of seconds, it's a 1vx. 1v1. I was for real, the only player standing, but Zolo triple kill to get the defuse, and EXCEELI needed that. They so very much needed that. Low HP. Heavy impact from this man. The IGL for the team. Captain Zolo finding that extremely crucial early pistol round for EXCEELI. And that just shows EXCEELI that they are such a menace. You cannot really count them out in any
Right
situation.
here.
It was a 2v4. It was a 2v4 and they brought it back to a 1v1. Highly impactful from there, and individually these players are so good. They are having some trouble though on their synergy, their composition a little bit, I would say. But again, they have the advantage this round, so they can try and find their footing. P2 trying to walk in the garage, but the Killjoy utility and the breach stun denies them. This very advanced position from Emperor. He's still holding patient. He knows there are players exactly outside of B main. Exactly outside the garage. Can push through if he wants to. The Hermione on the other end. I know that's actually Zolo, my bad. On towards that A-lane. Jedi trying to go for a fast B execution just to get the spike down. That would be good enough for their end, as they are going to try and go for the plant fake. It takes care of Zolo, but Rosa with an innocent trade back. He's going to get another as Kyojin. They're all flushing into the
Spike
side.
down B.
Here.
Emperor finding another one, and it's all onto Basil on the lurk. Nice flick to the
30
head.
seconds
And
left.
try and pick up this Spectre to try and get another round. Oh, another headshot onto Rosa. No HP onto the Astra. Oh, but Hermione through the smoke. I think he spotted him out and just lands the headshot with the Guardian. 7 and 7, and now I told you at the beginning of this half.
I got enough
EXCEELI, they
time to
needed
go
to
into
win
the
that
Astro
pistol
Fall.
round to really get that blood flowing, to really change this entire pace. With the 7 and 7 coming in, the economy shifting. EXCEELI, this is going to be another test for them. If they can hold on to this, if they can win out against these rifles with their half buys, this will definitely give them that momentum, give them that boost. Show there's not really much they can fear. Those are very aggressive on his end, and a couple of frags going in favor of Deadeye. But again, you never know. EXCEELI, Zolo, he's gonna feed this information to his team. Set up a Guardian. ZC side execution is gonna be ongoing. They're gonna be surrounding this side by Zolo on the flank. Nothing really to take care of him as he gets one. Kyojin as well. Zolo finds a couple. And again, this round has been turned on its head. The breach utility to slow down the players inside. Red does find one. They know, they're aware of this player on the flank. The pincer from both sides. Fake Red takes care of the player on the flank, and that's so important. Red low on HP, but is able to finish off Hermione. 8 and 7. My oh my, these rounds are turning down to the wire. EXCEELI absolutely so dangerous. They're just so dangerous at these scenarios. Yet to find the lead though, as 8 and 7 is gonna come in. Fire on will come in for both sides, and again, DEAD3YE. I love how they're playing with such patience. I love how they're not just looking for that early pick every single time. They're trying to take initiative themselves. They're trying to run it down the site, gather information, and realize how the positioning of EXCEELI works, how they're gonna take map control, how they're gonna take up these positions for themselves. Now for real, low HP early on. I think he tried to take a fight with Hermione, and that never ends up well without actually losing some HP. A lot of breach util expended by Fake Red though. Already we can see his arsenal is half empty. Only one flash. Again, they gotta be waiting for this breach stun to come active. That's so very important for this entry into the A site. EXCEELI should know that there are players outside of this A region. That's why they're going to be committing 3 players into this, completely leaving garage open. That's where I feel like a lot of the D3 players are going to be struggling, as the lack of the lurker will be finding so much impact as EXCEELI Hermione. The dash in, the stun is not enough to stop him. Deleted does get the trade, but Rosa has now arrived on the side. Zolo as well. They're going to try and find these frags. Try and deny the sentry, but they have to respect it.
10 seconds left.
Oh, breach utility is gonna use up the
standing. Team A.
Stun to get the re-entry. They don't even let the spike get planted. Great usage of utility. Great hold on to the site for the side of EXCEELI, making this an 8 and 8 again. DEAD3YE.
I should probably place some stars in the astral
They
plane.
need to find momentum. They can't keep going back and forth like this. It takes up a lot of mental strain. They really can't afford to lose right now. Again, push to an eco. What is this economy? It seems like each and every time one of the sides take a lead, the other is going to be pushed into half buys, pushed into eco rounds. As we are going to see Emperor with the first opening frag. These 3 trying to sneak their way into the site. Push through garage. Not really finding an opening pick just yet.
Here.
Reminding us of finding another round to Fake Red. No ultimates really facilitate the side of DEAD3YE. Zolo gets one
enemy
more
remaining.
Deleted.
Spike
and
down.
They just continue to lay waste on DEAD3YE.
Long.
All on to red, and nothing found from the side of DEAD3YE. Flawless run for EXCEELI. 8 and 9 is gonna be the score line, and now DEAD3YE should be able to afford some weapons, and they need to find impact on these. Rolling Thunder available for Fake Red.
I should place some astral stars in this reality.
If they want, they can use the chaos. They do thrive in the chaos quite efficiently. EXCEELI, they are consistent as well, but not as much as some of these players from DEAD3YE. So the breach ultimate onto the A site can be impactful, but EXCEELI looking to take initiative themselves, looking to be proactive themselves as they're going to go for the peak outside of A main. The smoke comes in early though, so good read from DEAD3YE. Yeah, they're not going to be committing to this. That's really smart from their end. EXCEELI finding no impact just yet, but Rosa has pushed up quite a bit. Just hope DEAD3YE clear this out before pushing this A side. They don't really have any utility to really guard this as a flank. Killjoy has not expended anything there yet. As soon as this flash comes in, I believe the flank will be initiated from the side of EXCEELI, as the garage control has been taken care of. They're going to try and rush into the side of CSK, and he's going to be playing in his smokes. Hunter Spirit coming in, breach ultimate all outside of sight. Hermione finds one. About for real, finally trading back. Kyojin before dying is good for one. It's gonna be a 2v4. EXCEELI still
Last
trying to
player
hold on to
standing.
this side, and Emperor with a couple of frags. DEAD3YE on the Byron being completely crumbled, completely demolished. Rosa. What is happening?
Here.
What is happening from their end?
Placing alarm bot.
DEAD3YE are losing their footing on this. With this eco round, if they lose out on this, 11-8, one away from match point, it
out of my
will be
way.
unstoppable. The economy will be strong, their momentum will be good,
Scanning ahead.
and we all know for them to be this confident and consistent team, it seemed like they were never in trouble. Very, very proactive situation there from the end of
Spike
DEAD3YE.
carrier is dead.
And they do find a couple of
Spike
eco frags.
down
Hermione
A.
though, triple kill. Can he get one more? No. Deleted.
Last player standing.
Care of him, but Kyojin from the long range finds him and gets the spike. All onto Avat for real. Again, these EXCEELI players are very disjointed. Avat for real. Does he clear out this right side? The spike's taken. He knows. Kyojin knows. Lockdowns is available for him to play this 1v1. Kyojin's going heaven.
Got it. Pulling them in.
Spike planted.
Trying to buy time for the spike plant and the
Initiated.
lockdown will be committed. They know he's in hell. If they want, they can take initiative. They can just drop down together. Double peek if
player
possible.
standing.
And there it is. Such great teamwork. They were unfazed by that lockdown. They didn't give him time. They double
Defend
peeked
this
together.
place, too. We defend this reality.
About for real, really just putting himself in a corner there, not really taking the site. There's so much room to play off of. Needed to take initiative, needed to find the pick before going for the spike plant, then maybe commit the lockdown. This is gonna result in 11-8 scoreline. EXCEELI much more confident now. DEAD3YE, they're feeling it slipping out of their fingers. Rosa on that operator. Again, this just shows. Rosa on 10 and 17. We know for him to be the fragging demon that he is, but not
Revealing
really able
area.
to pull it off now. But doesn't stop his team. Doesn't stop the rest of EXCEELI from playing consistently. That's just how good they are
Shut down.
as a squad, as a roster. They all find their impact frags when necessary. They're gonna be flushing into this side of C, but Emperor peeks out inside
One
the smoke.
enemy
They're all
remaining.
surrounded. EXCEELI just
Spike
find
down, C.
everyone. Walking into a death trap. DEAD3YE really not clearing the site, really not using the utilities effectively, and we can feel the crumbling apart. Oh, I think he disconnected. Just standing in the corner there. And
Match
it's
point.
gonna be a match point
Oh,
scenario
almost
for EXCEELI.
Cool.
12-18,
Cool,
one
cool,
away
cool.
from victory. DEAD3YE weapons are not looking good. Oh no. Yep, though that's not ideal at all. And it seems Awad for real is disconnected as well. I'm not sure if a pause is gonna come through at this stage of the game. Yeah, it is gonna come through, but so the D3, their economy is gonna demand quite an exemplary performance out of them. Quite a miracle if they are to keep this match going. They're 4 rounds behind, their money is not good. So they will have to pull something extremely uncommon out of the bag. Can they do that is the question right now. They will be needing their player, first and foremost. They really don't have many impactful ultimates to play off of either. Hunter's Fury can't really do much unless it's a post plan. Again, deleted, not really finding impact with that Omen utility. He has been flashing consistently. He's been doing his duty as a controller, but he needs more. Every single player from D3 individually needs to perform more than their original roles. And EXCEELI have been doing that. EXCEELI have been playing, each and every single one of the players have been playing the duelists, have been consistently rising up to these 1v1s, rising up on the occasion, mechanically, aim wise. Emperor finding such impact. Again, he has been replacing Missile on the side of EXCEELI in these games, and it doesn't feel like the side of EXCEELI are affected at all. Not just props to Emperor for filling in the shoes so consistently, so well, but also shows how strong EXCEELI and so how diverse EXCEELI are. That they are unfazed at the fact that they don't have one of their core players, someone who they've played with for almost 2 years at this point. Yeah, one round away. I believe the pause has been unpaused, and it's gonna be possibly the last round for Deadeye, unless they
Placing
can
swarm
pull
grenade.
something amazing, absolutely amazing out of their hat. They're trying to take initiative themselves. Faisal with the Vandal is gonna be taking care of Zolo. A little bit too aggressive from their end. Not really any support from any other avenues, but I think about for yeah, he's not reconnected. He is not in the game as Emperor. Despite being stunned, gets one
Spike
Kyojin as
down.
well. He's been such a menace in this season. They have not been able to push him at all. He's playing the smokes so cleanly. Again, nothing really unbelievable out of him. But he's still finding the
Last
impact. Kills
player
lockdown
standing.
used will be destroyed
Spike
by
down.
Hermione.
C.
Faisal taken down.
Blocking sight.
And it is all gonna be on red. He's got 35
I got
HP.
the spike.
Got a Phantom. I think he spotted out both players outside of C, so he's gonna rotate to the point of B to get the spike down. And I believe
Spike
EXCEELI
planted.
realized that. Really interested to see how they're gonna play that. The spike plant is a little bit off angle though. It's a little bit in cover. Red's only got 9 bullets to play with. Oh, he's gonna be trying to play around. He's in such a common angle though. Oh, Hermione with a headshot to finish it off. Yep, and that's gonna be the game for EXCEELI. 13-8. Never looked like an
Defenders
issue. We
win.
did see those scenarios early on where Deadeye were really clean, really consistent. Winning out those fights early on with EXCEELI, the way they react is where they shine. They just transform into a team that seems like they never had trouble. They were never at doubt. Despite not really having those early advantages on their end, they're still able to win it out. They're still able to keep it in their favor. And we're going to have the scoreboard coming in. Amazing performance from D3. They looked so strong. Their chemistry was so good. They played so well as a team. The utility was a little lackluster though, as in the chaos when they pushed into the site, they weren't unable to really gather information on these players. The setups are good, but the lack of information, the lack of support from Faisal, the Sova information not really coming up. Kyojin playing inside those smokes from outside the side, Zolo finding the impact as well. Those are things that should have been discovered by the Sova such early on in the game. Such early on in the round. We're not done, but EXCEELI, they never looked like a doubt. We saw that early situations are in that first half where they were losing out on a couple of rounds. D3 just looked so good on the defensive half, but the way they came back on the second one was something that should be admired and should be followed as a role model. They were consistent as ever. They played other utilities. They set up different ways, and they maintained a diversity in their playstyle. Some of those were really attacking, some of those were defensive. They kept a nice mix between proactive and reactiveness, and just never let their opponents get in a comfortable state, never let them stabilize. Really, really nice from the side of EXCEELI. So we are going to be ending this first game, as we are going to go into the next one really soon. We'll be back with the second stream very soon. Make sure you check out the survey to win free prizes. Refer to your friends, and make sure you use our product code for any kind of Logitech G's product you buy on StarTech. Use the code and get 500 taka off your purchases on Logitech products only. So make sure you check those out. We'll be right back very soon with our second game of the day. And till then, see you.